Alzheimer's disease is a disease that's very difficult for people to talk about. When I was young, growing up, no one wanted to talk about cancer. They wouldn't say the word. When I was in college, no one wanted to talk about AIDS. They didn't want to say the word. But there's been breakthroughs that have allowed people to live long lives with those diseases. Alzheimer's is different. It's a disease. That's the first hurdle to get over. People need to understand that it's a disease. It's not just about growing old. It's a disease that will kill you. It's the 6th largest killer in the United States. We don't have the survivors to bring out. Cancer has survivors that people can talk about, and they can see that we can survive this. With Alzheimer's, there's no survivors. So people in a certain age range don't want to talk about it because it's scary. Younger people, young professionals, young 20, 30-year-olds, a lot of them don't want to talk about it because it's a disease for older people. What they don't realize is that in the United States, 5.4 million people have the disease, 200,000 of them are under the age of 65. There are people within our community that have been diagnosed at the age of 45.
What?
It's Haley.
It's Haley.
Yeah, my name's Haley.
This is Haley.
Hey, good job, Haley.
Good.
Yeah, I'm Haley. I'm your youngest daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was like, Mom, you're just being baby. Like, driving at night's not a big deal. You're fine. Progressively got worse and worse. Come to find out that she actually went legally blind. At that time, we didn't know, but she ended up being diagnosed in 2008 with an atypical form of Alzheimer's called posterior cortical atrophy.
Good.
Happy. I love you.
Imagine losing your memory and getting lost somewhere, but imagine losing your memory and not being able to see anybody. That blind factor was like a whole nother slap in the face.
He was a judge in Mahoning County, so everyone knew him. Whenever we went out to dinner or, just to the grocery store, people would come up to him, and since he was a politician, he knew how to speak, and no one really believed us that he had early onset. When he was just aggressive and mean, because we knew it really wasn't him. So that was just really tough. But then eventually he did go back to his happy stage, and it made it a lot easier. And then obviously when he was unable to walk and was bedridden, that was really tough as well.
My wife had been diagnosed with cancer. Well, Nora was 4 and Danny was 8.
When my mom got sick, he quit his job. He said, I want to spend time with you and the family. And we went on all these awesome vacations. And I was just like, sweet, we get to go to Mexico and Colorado and hot air ballooning. But I didn't realize that they were trying to make those memories before she was gone.
What's crazy is, maybe it's sadly ironic that we thought we knew how it was going to end with my mom. But I am not aware of any treatment or success stories for Alzheimer's.
What she did also showed them that there's hope. And that's really, really important to me, because I'm not giving up, and I know they're not giving up either.
He's an amazing person, and I don't want anyone to think of him differently because he has Alzheimer's. We're gonna get through it as a family. He has a mentality, I'm not gonna let it win, but I don't think anyone has won that fight, you know? It's hard because I've never seen anyone with such a strong love for each other. Like I've said, I mean, does it frustrate you when he gets angry or forgets or, you know, like misses a date with you because he can't remember and that's just how it's gonna be. I don't know if I would be strong enough to do that.
Our mission is to provide care, support, and education for the families and those diagnosed with the disease who need us here. In Central Ohio, there's about 25,000 people who have the disease, and then all of those who provide care and support for them. Our long-term vision is to end Alzheimer's.
When my dad first got diagnosed, we went to DC and we lobbied for Alzheimer's funding and went to the different congressman's office and told them why it was important. I was fortunate enough to speak at the State House during Memory Day. Jenny Reagan asked me to speak, and I thought that was very important as well to share the story, because I think that when it's personal and when different people making decisions hear how it's affecting people's lives, everyone thinks it's a grandparent's disease, and when they realize that it could happen to someone who was very intelligent, that it could happen to anyone, I think that's important for them to hear.
This past year, we basically just went for additional funding and more help from doctors. What they don't get paid for is giving a roadmap, helping people move forward.
It's fascinating in our community to see the young professionals getting together and having a voice and talking about it, pushing on advocacy, showing up at the State House, going to Washington, talking to the representatives about this disease and that we need to do something about it. We've tried to ramp up the dialogue across the country about the disease, and so we've tried to do that in different ways by advertising campaigns that we've done across the country. Advocacy, our walks, and bottom line, while the Walks to End Alzheimer's are a fundraising event, they're much more than that. They're about bringing 4,000 people together in one location in downtown Columbus who want to get together, walk, and provide hope for people. And that's much more than just fundraising. It's really about, I'm here because I want to talk about this and bring people together.